Hello, Ghostbusters fans. This is J.A.R. 369. Welcome back for another figure review. Today, I'll be taking a look at the Real Ghostbusters Egon Spengler, made by Hasbro. Yes, I got another retro Ghostbusters figures. If you saw my if you subscribe to this channel, you know I reviewed the Winston Sedmore figure. But now I'm going to review is Egon, one of the main Ghostbusters figures. And I forgot to mention, and also I did Stay Puft before. So anyway, let's take a look at the packaging here. The packaging is just the usual recreation of the old school Ghostbusters figure packaging. You can see the window exposing the figure and all his accessories. You got a cool artwork of Egon capturing the ghost, and it's recommended for ages 4+. You get the Real Ghostbusters logo right there, and here's a quote at every single Ghostbusters figure that says, "I am afraid no ghost." And you get the Kenner logo right here, and all the action features and all that. On the back here, you got other figures from the Real Ghostbusters figure lines, like Peter Venkman, Ray Stantz, Egon that we're looking at, and Winston Sedmore, which I did a review before what I mentioned earlier. The Green Ghost, or Slimer, and the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man, like I mentioned earlier that I did a review of him. So that's about it for the packaging. Now let's release Spengler out of the package. Here we got Dr. Egon Spengler out of the package. Take a look at the figure here. Let's take a look at the head sculpt here. Now, the head sculpt here, well, this is not, obviously it's not based on the live action Ghostbusters movie. This is more of a based on the Real Ghostbusters animated series, which is they did a not bad job, I gotta admit. It looks exactly like how he was in the cartoon show. Yeah, Hasbro did a really great job recreating the head sculpt from the toy line from the 80s. You see he does have the red glasses there that he always had in the animated series. You get the little blonde hair that the animated series version of Egon has. And on the back here you can see there's a little sculpted ponytail on the back, which makes sense because in the animated series it does have a ponytail on the back. Now take a look at the body here, the outfit. Yeah, the outfit here is very inaccurate color to the animated series version. Well, I know this is supposed to be recreated of the original toy, and I know the original toy doesn't have the accuracy costume. But in the cartoon, it's blue, but in the figure, it's sort of green, or a little bit of green color. I don't know. You get a little No Ghost logo on the printing on the background there. I mean, on the shoulder. You get one single elbow pad there. You get the little wrinkles on the sleeves. And you get like the little sculpted pouch pocket on his waist area there. You get a little belt wrapped around with it with some sculpted holes on there. Take a look at the legs here. Nothing much on the legs, but you get some sculpting wrinkles on there on the legs as well. You get the little boots there. Nothing much about on the boots. There are no sculpted details, but you can see some ridges there on the boots. And on the bottom, there's some Lego stubs on the bottom of the feet, and 2 pegals in the bottom of the feet as well. Overall, for this figure, they did really a not too bad recreating the figure from the animated series and the original toy line from the 80s. Even though the costume seems inaccurate, but that's how it is from the 80s. For articulation, it's just a standard 5 points of articulation because, again, the original toy has 5 points of articulation. You get a rotation at the head here. Arms do go fully rotate. Legs kick forward and back all the way. And that's about it. Just a standard old school vintage articulation that I most reviewed. Some of the old school and reproduction version of the classic toys. Yeah, it makes nostalgic for adult collectors. For accessories, he does come with a few accessories, well, only 2 accessories. He does come with the Proton pack with the neutral wand, which is exactly the same as the Winston figure that I reviewed, but Winston's stream has yellow, while Egon's stream is red. I know some of the other Ghostbusters figures like Peter and Ray might have different color of the stream. So what I need to do is there's a little peg here and the little hole on the back. You pop it here. You can either like put it on the neutron wand in the proton pack very carefully, because I know the original like might break easily, either the handles or here. But I prefer putting it on his hand to bust some ghost. Like so. There you go. Now you have Egon fighting the ghost. And what's really a cool feature is on the Proton stream, you can see the little tap here. I'm pretty sure some of your viewers know this because you grew up in the 80s or you were born from the 80s. That there's a little tab here, because I know some of you know, and some of you have the original toy from the 80s. Just like so. Not bad feature, not bad. And of course, last accessory he does come with was this yellow ghost here. And I really like the translucent sculpt on the yellow ghost. And you can see the little open mouth there. I'm pretty sure you can either like put on Egon's head here, like so, like he was captured by a ghost. Now that's funny. But I'm gonna display him with busting ghost. So overall for this figure, I really like it. Hasbro did really a great job with this figure, and I gotta admit, they did a great job recreating the old vintage figure from the 80s. The head sculpt looks really good. It looks exactly like how he looks from the animated series. I like the Proton pack feature, and the ghost accessory looks really neat. That you can actually put on the head of your other Ghostbusters that's been captured by evil ghost. The articulation, standard 5 points of articulation, but yeah, like I said, that's how the old toys were back in the 80s or 90s. Yeah, none of these old figures have very plausibility articulation. But again, the figure itself is still cool. I really do like it. They did a really great job with the sculpt and paint apps and all that. I highly recommend getting this Egon Spengler for either your Ghostbusters shelf or your vintage toy collection. You can either open him up or display him in package. Well, since it is a Walmart exclusive, yeah, if you order this from Walmart, you might get like terrible packaging. So for my rate, I'm gonna give the Real Ghostbusters Egon Spengler figure, I'm gonna give him an 8 out of 10. So that's about it. Make sure to tune in for new videos daily. Don't forget to subscribe, like this video, share this video, and comment on this video. Don't forget to turn on the bell icon so you can be notified of new videos after you subscribe so you won't miss any new uploads. And you can be part of the notification squad. Finally, follow me on Instagram and Twitter. Both links will be in the description down below. That's all I can say. This is the Real Ghostbusters Dr. Egon Spengler figure made by Hasbro. And this is J.A.R. 369. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you on my next review.